Before COVID, we were teaching about 6 classes a day, 6 days a week. So we were operating a bit like a yoga studio with a kind of regular set of classes running all through the day. We see painting as being a form of mindfulness, like an alternative to meditation. So we try and make painting feel really fun and accessible to people who maybe have never painted before. What we did was we moved all of our classes online, and to overcome the challenge that most of our community, in all likelihood, don't have painting stuff at home, brushes and paints and all of that, what we ended up doing was launching art kits. You pick one of the paintings online, there's about 10 of them, and then we send you the canvas board, which has been sketched by an artist, the paints that you need, the brushes that you need to complete that painting, and then you sign up for the class for free with the kit. Our community before with the studio, as you'd expect, was concentrated in the direct postcodes around the studio. But now the art kits are very much global. We've shipped to Singapore, we've shipped to the States, all around mainland Europe. And the biggest channel for us in that, I think, has been Instagram. And it's just such an amazing, powerful thing. It's unbelievable. So we'd started to cultivate that online community with the studio. So we had probably like 4,000 followers before, and then with the art kits, that's grown now to just over 5,000, 5.5, something like that. So we spent so long creating that experience and making it feel really high end. People are paying £50 to come in for a single class, you know. So to try and replicate an experience like that online is so difficult, especially when you know, people's at-home situations are very complicated. They've got kids running around, they can't get the space, whatever. So but I think because our ethos is so clear about using painting as a form of meditation, I think people kind of come with that mindset and make the best out of what they've got at home. Our classes could take about 10 before. We think they'll probably take only about 4 now, so it'll be really petite. We will make everything that the guest touches single use. So the paintbrushes and the paints and everything, they used to be communal, so they'd be washed in these jars and you could just help yourself. But what we're going to do is give everybody, when they arrive, their station will be set up with their own personalised brushes and paints and things that they can take home with them at the end. You put so much energy into an idea, and leaving a professional job, taking a risk to go and do it, and everything that goes with that. And you have to really bring people on that journey with you, get them excited, get them to support you. You build up all this momentum, and to have it dashed overnight is pretty bonkers. So I guess it's like running the marathon and then like collapsing just before the finish line. It's so brutal.
Started with the Golden Landscape, so the piece by Georgie Mason.
You know, we were able to pivot really quickly, and the reception for the new product line that we launched was awesome. We've sold over 1,000 kits all over the world now, and that's turned into a product in its own right, which is an awesome opportunity for us. About 2,000 guests that had routinely be coming to the studio. For some of them, it was like a weekly routine. It was like going to the gym. They'd come every Monday at 6, and so for us, the need that we identified was the desire to be able to maintain that routine and not to kind of revert back to a time where they weren't able to do that, and to continue learning. And I think as well, like being able to do things from home that are kind of mindfulness themed, it was just really key for people dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety. What landlords and the government need to do is just to try and keep businesses like ours alive. Otherwise, I think the cost of us shutting down is probably greater than the cost of keeping us afloat.